This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
This epidemic is invading our homes, our schools, and our communities.
Governor Brian Sandoval's opioid task force met at the state capitol today, continuing its efforts to get a hold on prescription drug abuse in Nevada. And that is tonight's Channel 2 News Big Story at 5:30. About 400 people died from opioid overdoses in Nevada just last year. I'm Landon Miller.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here. And that is why new laws and grant funding is being used to fight prescription drug addiction. Paul Nelson was at today's opioid task force meeting. He joins us live in the newsroom. Paul, it's been a year since that task force first convened. Any progress?
Yeah, it has made progress, but it's still a work in progress, Kristen. The governor is pleased with the efforts so far, but he says there is a long way to go. That's why several state and federal agencies are working together, sharing information and educating the public about how dangerous opioid abuse is.
We lose a Nevadan every day to this disease. It's horrible, it's tragic, and it's heartbreaking.
One of Governor Brian Sandoval's priorities in the final 15 months in office is fighting opioid addiction. But it takes a lot of people working together to find the right solutions.
So you go from somebody whose lives have been impacted and will be impacted forever to those care providers, doctors' representatives, the pharmacies, what have you.
Everyone at this meeting has their own perspectives, including recovering addicts.
One feeling we feel is hopelessness. I felt that.
In the last 12 months, Nevada's received more than $9 million in grants to fight opioid addiction, and a new law will put a cap on the number of pills that a doctor can prescribe. Naloxone serves as a life-saving antidote when someone overdoses on opioids. That's carried by first responders and sold over the counter in Nevada.
We want to make it available and accessible for everybody so that we can save a life.
The Attorney General's office is working to get law enforcement more involved and focusing on prevention, and it'll be introducing legislation in the coming weeks.
Awareness is the biggest piece of this, making people understand that, we have to stop prescribing so many drugs. If there are bad prescribers, things need to happen.
While Nevada's making strides to curb opioid drug abuse, the governor says it's way too soon for a pat on the back.
It's not good enough for me, and I know it's not good enough for everybody else that's here.
For every 100 residents in Nevada, 87.5 opioid painkillers are prescribed, but it's highest in Nye and Mineral counties, both with more than 155 pills per 100 people. While prescription drug deaths are dropping in Nevada, heroin deaths are on the rise. Covering the big story live in the newsroom, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.